Coach, if you could begin with an opening statement, please.
Yeah, nip and tuck game. They gotta run at a certain time, and that's how these games are. We have to be able to be more consistent in how we play. We can't have mistakes, at different points of the game, which cost us. We have to try to win each possession, both offensively and defensively, and it basically comes down to cutting down on your mistakes and being a little tougher. Okay, we gotta bounce back tomorrow.
Coach, felt like another classic St. Francis Brooklyn Wagner game. Um, you said the nip and tuck. You had a 3-point lead at halftime. What changed in the second half? What did you see from Wagner?
I just think, they got a spurt at a certain point. We had a 5-point lead in the second half, and we let it get away from us. You have to take good shots when you have a lead. You have to execute offensively. You have to defend, and you have to rebound. And, and you can't have turnovers. We had some unforced turnovers at crucial points. We didn't execute at certain points, and they were able to take advantage of it. And, all these games in Nip and Tuck, they're all wars, they're all battles, and we got some guys going through that for the first time, and hopefully they're learning. But we have to come back tomorrow. There's no time to pout or cry over it. We just have to be tough. We got to be mature about it, and we got to bounce back tomorrow.
Alex Morales had a big game for Wagner, most namely in the second half. He went for 18 points. What did you see from Alex Morales, and what kind of matchup did he pose for you guys today?
Well, he's a really good player. He's a tough matchup because he's a 6'6", 6'7" guard. So he's able to use his size to shoot over you. The other thing that I think makes him good is he plays with a great feel. So he passes the ball well, and he plays to his strengths. So he's able to get in the lane, get inside the three-point lane, the three-point line, and shoot over smaller defenders. So he's difficult to match up with in that regard, and he doesn't force things. He has a very good feel for the game, and today he had a good night.
Trey Coralbaum really has come on for the Terriers over the last two games, had 13 points in back-to-back contests, earned the start today. How nice has it been to see Trey come along in the system?
It's great. And everybody in this day and age wants instant gratification. And the reality is a lot of freshmen, they're not ready to play. Sophomores sometimes aren't ready to play. Sometimes even when you're a junior, you don't get the time that you want or the payback that you want. And you learn about people when that happens and how they go about their business. So when you see a kid like Trey, whose minutes were very sporadic last year, he had some games where he played well and helped us, and then he had a lot of games where he didn't even play. And the difference is that he didn't put his head down. He comes in the gym early every day. He's in here an hour before practice shooting. He took care of his body this summer. He got bigger and stronger. He works hard. He has a very good IQ basketball-wise. And it's nice to see it pay off for a guy like that. When things get difficult, he doesn't put his head down or pout. He digs in harder and tries to make himself a player and help our team. So it's great. It's great to see a guy get payback in that situation.
And lastly for you, Coach, quick turnaround with these back-to-backs. Tough result today. What's the message to the guys going into an important game tomorrow?
Look, they want to win. We're learning. We haven't had many games to learn. We've had a bunch of practices, but not a lot of games. We need to learn from the experience, and we need to correct it. And we need to hit our stride here in the next, couple of weeks, because this is it. It's a season that everything's been crammed into a month. So, and then you miss 3-4 weeks of playing. So you just have to. You can't get down. They all want to win. They have to do what's necessary to win. They have to concentrate and be mature and understand what it's going to take to be successful. And we got to work towards that. And we need to try to get some payback tomorrow and then take it step by step going forward. And that's the reality of the situation. Basketball relates to life. So people who are successful in life, when they face adversity, they dig in, they fight harder. People who are not successful, they give up, they put their head down, they pout. So we teach our guys to be successful people, and we're going to do all we can to try and be successful tomorrow and going forward.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck tomorrow afternoon against Wagner.
Thanks, Rob.